Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Guys, we're inside today doing our newscast inside. Yesterday we said we wanted to be outside. I guess
Which one of
no
us
one
was-
paid us any attention.
Which one of us was going to take on that fight?
I don't know. We should have drawn
Collective.
straws
Yeah.
for it to see who was going to ask
Maybe
the boss if
National
we could
Night
do
Out
that.
might be a great
Yeah,
opportunity
there you
to
go.
work toward that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another nice day though, warm.
Beautiful.
It's a little muggy, but hey, other than that, you know what? We'll take it.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
quiet for now. That
Yeah.
changes though as we take you through the next couple of days. We've already been talking about this, and we are still keeping an eye now on Thursday, which is going to be our next opportunity for picking up some wet weather. Tomorrow, likely dry for most. We won't see much, if any, rainfall. I won't rule out a stray shower on Wednesday, kind of like today. But most of us have stayed dry today, and that'll be the case tomorrow as well. Thursday, Friday, different story. We have extended a rain chance on into Saturday. Looks like that would be during the morning hours if we have that, as our next system is going to be a slow mover. It'll take its own sweet time trying to get through the Tennessee Valley. We are going to keep an eye on the potential for some stronger thunderstorm activity on Thursday, but as we talked about yesterday, the overall severe weather potential looks like it's going to stay fairly low. We are officially, though, in the latest severe weather outlook for Thursday. It's a level 1 risk on our scale of 1 to 5, so we're way down here at the low end of it. So it doesn't look like this is going to be real high impact. That is some good news, since technically we are still in our tornado season. These are the threats we are going to be monitoring for: low risk of some winds up to 60 miles per hour in the strongest storms. Those strongest storms may also contain some large hail up to quarter size, but again, the chance for that looks low. And at this point in time, I never say never. You'll never hear me say never to a tornado threat, but right now that looks to be highly unlikely that would be a concern. But of course, as always, things can change. We'll keep an eye on it for you, and I'll let you know if anything is looking different as we get closer. Right now, there's nothing on Wave 31 Triple Doppler, so head on into your Tuesday evening without any big weather worries. All the active weather is to our north and out to the west. There is a cold front here, Ohio River Valley, back into parts of the mid-Mississippi River Valley, as well as the southern plains. Eventually, this front is going to slide through our area, but it's going to take a few days for that to happen. So this is going to be a slow-moving system, but one that is going to bring rain and storm chances back up across the area as we close out the work week. Here's the latest with future radar. Partly cloudy skies out there this afternoon, and as we take you through the overnight hours, kind of the way it's going to stay. A little cloud cover here and there, but some patches of clear sky as well. Tomorrow morning, waking up 6 a.m., likely a little bit more overcast in many areas, kind of like what we saw earlier today. Lunchtime on your Wednesday, mix of clouds and sunshine. Notice a lack of rainfall. And for tomorrow afternoon, again, if we see any rain, it is going to be extremely sparse. Really not much showing up here on future radar, so for most of us, it'll be another warm and dry day tomorrow, back into the mid to upper 80s for your highs. We head into your Thursday morning. The day starts quiet, so if you do have flexibility in your plans, morning hours should be a little bit more cooperative for outdoor activities than it will be a little bit later on into the day. And the latest with future radar is holding things off until late afternoon, so we may not see any sort of precip starting around the area until perhaps 4 o'clock. It will begin in the shoals first, and then everything develops eastward through the late afternoon and early evening hours. This is 7 p.m. on your Thursday. Some stronger showers and thunderstorms kind of lined up here from Fayetteville back through the Huntsville area, Decatur, down towards Cullman. Again, there could be an isolated, strong or severe storm out of this. This will all shift into Sand Mountain through the evening hours on Thursday, but a weakening trend is expected. And by 9:30, 10 o'clock in the evening, most of this should be on into Georgia. That will be the initial wave of rain and storms, with more activity likely heading on into your Friday until we get a cold front to clear us for good early into the weekend. At the bus stop in the morning, mild start, 67, warm finish coming home from school, partly cloudy. Temperatures will be running in the mid-80s around this time heading into tomorrow afternoon. Here's your Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day forecast. There's your rain and storm chances Thursday, Friday. Temperatures will come back a little bit, upper 70s to around 80, with morning lows staying in the 60s. Into the weekend, perhaps an early day shower Saturday. Not confident that that will be the case, but we're starting to see some indications in the data that we may not be able to give you the all clear on rain for the entirety of the weekend, but should get out of here early in the day on Saturday. 71 your high Saturday. Sunday will be a a perfect day, mostly sunny, 52 in the morning, 74 in the afternoon. And throughout next week, really not looking too bad for this time of year. Temperatures eventually back into the 80s for highs, and late next week, maybe tracking a little more scattered wet weather once again here across the Tennessee Valley.
Do you know May is this week?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Thursday, it's going to be May.
Summer's going to be here very soon.
Well, there we go.
There goes spring. Yeah.
The year's going by flat.
Yeah, but at least,
We're like,
at least the temperatures, though, heading into May, I mean, they're not bad. We're talking over the weekend, early next week, a little cooler than average for this
wow,
time of
okay.
year. So
Well, that's good.
That's fantastic.
when do we start getting into those 90 plus?
Start being a little more consistent into June. We can have that
Okay.
sort of heat into the month of May, but it's really later in June before that starts to be a regular occurrence.
Yeah. We're not in a rush, though.
No, not at all,
Together.
not at all. Plenty of time for it.
All right, well, coming up.